Hello. This is the Beaux-Arts, or whatever it is. It's supposed to be a surreal horror game where you're trapped in a manor. Alright, so I don't know if you can see the options, because when I was looking at the OBS, or the recording, whatever, it didn't quite work. It didn't show it, but it doesn't matter. Evening approaches. The road unfamiliar. Here we are. We're in the movement situation. We've got WASD. And, oh, we can use those keys. I don't like that. We'll do WASD. Interact. Examino. Space. Highlight nearby objects. Okay. Alright, so we're walking. I'm looking a bit French. Beaux-Arts. Thank you very much. Oh dear. I'll walk around this. I hope you enjoy your snooze. The body is fresh, as yet undisturbed by insects or carrion. But the eyes, like those of a portrait, appear to stare at you. Shit. Right, tab. Inventory. I've got a wallet. Let's have a look. Can I view my wallet? No. Okay. Menu for escape. What's this? You've picked up a lighter off the ground. It feels strangely heavy in your hand. It may be because you haven't left the house for a while and have become physically weak. Ah, here we are. I don't want to go in, but I have to. No, there's no secret thing here. There's no extra. There's no surprise. Alright. Stretches behind the reason you have no idea. Damn it. They should put a little surprise there. Right, let's go. Okay, so we're walking in. I'm getting eyes wide shut vibes. I do hope I'm not stripped and presented like beef. Oh, wow, the camera changed. Is this poop? Is that why the water's gone all weird? Right, hold on. You could use this to navigate the maze. Hold on, let's have a look at this. Carrion birds, eh? Let's have a look. Yeah, you better run. Right, hang on. Let's have a look. Looks to be an organ of some kind. There's no evidence of where or what it came from. Would it be the dead animal? God, this guy. Low IQ. Get a grip. Right, okay. That's only got legs. Excellent. I don't know if it's important. Can we sprint? No. No. This is a take your bloody time kind of game. Right. Ooh. No, let's just go through the front door. I get sidetracked. It's because I've got attention everywhere disorder. So, right, let's go this way. Triangle trees. Well done. Is that the Illuminati tree? Right. Let's not get excited. It's not the pyramids on Mars. Right, let's go indoors. Oh, I like that. Ah! He heard my knocking. I am here. I can hear movement. Okay, fine, fuck you. Hey. He said. Oh, hi. Okay. Does this look like a public park to you, buddy? Tell him that you're lost. Clearly. Where exactly are you heading? I can't remember, but I do know I'm wearing no trousers. Sounds like the start of some Zen cone. How does the lost traveller find his way when he doesn't know where he is? But I'll make it easier for you. The road goes east to west. Pick a direction and you'll have a 50% chance of getting lucky. He's optimistic. Ask if he has a map. Not unless you want to consult a 19th century topographical maps in the library. Actually, frankly, I would love to do that. I don't even know where the surrounding area is very well myself. The property is where I live and work and eat and sleep and live and breathe. But there is not much need to go elsewhere. Not much elsewhere to go around here, one would say. Ask to stay the night. That's very forward from mid-level question. What's this? Ask if someone can drive you to the nearest town. At the moment, nay. as the horses say. I've never learned how to drive. The chauffeur is off for the night. Miss Jones will be here in the future, and family here aren't exactly good Samaritan types, so it's not worth even asking. Should I just give up and agree to leave? I don't know. He has a rather fetching hat. Demand to speak to somebody else. Where's the manager? Listen, I'm just trying to be polite, but it seems you're a little too thick to get what's going on here, buddy. I am a friendly, helpful face around here. Nobody else is going to help you out of this situation that got you here in the first place. And I guarantee that if you have to pass this up the chain to the chief of security, he will not be in the mood for your bullshit. Oh, wow, that was really to the gullet. So, please, get out of my sight. Angry flickers of the camera. Man! Discovers fire trapped, fumbling for an exit. Hands grasping for something, the shadows upon him. I am now in a cupboard. Clearly that conversation went south. South of the border. Right, here we go. There's a bottle of heavy-duty solvent on the top shelf, but I can't reach it. Oh, don't you worry. We could climb these shelves. That's what I would do. I'm a shelf climber by trade. What's this? Bottle of heavy... yeah. We can't interact with anything else. Right, let's go this way. Hello? I need a step ladder. Okay. You hear voices coming from downstairs. Will he be in soiree? Oh God, don't even ask me about it. Why? What happened? I mentioned offhand to your father that he was interested in buying the Prometheus painting in the living room. A good price too, but... But father refused, didn't he? Oh yes. He practically had to fit over it and refused to see it beyond all reason. You can't just keep subordinating financial decisions at his whims and is of a sentimental fool. Yes. I know, but Prometheus should hold its value a while yet. I think we should just drop the matter for now. Why should we? That will only encourage his ordinate something. It's very quick, this text. Anyway, no more mollycoddling or asking for permission. This is ours too, you know. But we still have to live with him, and you know how much he's going to moan and sulk if we go through with this sale. Then let him moan and sulk, I'm telling you. He's a child, a man-child, if you will. He has a temper and a tantrum like a child. And when I take away his toy, oh, you'll see him fold. He won't be so firm anymore. Just you wait. It just goes too quick. It's too fast. Too many games don't let you just... It would be easier if you could just click and then the text goes. Click and then, just press enter to end it. Because some of us can't read fast. Ooh, painting. Let's have a look. Gabriel Metsu, The Intruder, 1660. Yes, what are you doing here? Get out of my room. I'm having a frolic. Right. Over here. Going this way. Oh my. This is a seat. I have nothing more to say. Gustave Courbet. I need to see that again. Gustave Courbet, The Deer, 1865. A good year for hooves. Where's the deer? Oh dear, I can't see it. Oh, there he is. Look at him. Oh, I haven't got a mouse for me to show you. He's in the bottom middle. Sneaky little beaver. Or deer. Let's go in here. Oh, I'm going all over the place, baby. Oh, no, that's nothing. This room looks used. Ah. I found a rubber mallet. Bloody good. Bloody good. Bloody marvellous. Jan Boff. The Italic Evening Landscape. When was this? Oh, hang on. It was 16... Shit. It was 1650. Cheeky little number. Like it. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so we've got ourselves a mallet. I need that. Let's check the other door. Okay. Here we go, people. Is that an apple? No, it's part of the bed. Coat hangers. My brain is now coat hanger. I see in triangles. Okay. Do we have a sprint? This man is frustratingly slow. And I'm a busy person with places to go. I'm quite somebody, you know. Let's go this way. Right, new painting. Brace yourself. Nicholas Lancret. Picnic after the hunt. 1735 to 1740. They weren't quite sure, but they do know he was drunk during the time. Lovely stuff. Everybody celebrating. Ooh, another door. There's something dreamlike about this, don't you think? I'm scanning the area. Anybody having a shower? Do you need help? Does this sink seem large? Hold on. Spin, 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 spin. This sink just seems really high. Am I really small in this? Actually, if you think that's the door handle. Okay. This way. Next painting. Antoine Watteau Les Perezers de Ball. Can't remember the date, but it looks bloody marvellous. Look at that. Go this way. Ooh, this looks erotic. John Leon Jerome, the Pygmalion and the Gladiator. Wow, look at that. Those heads. Very, very distressed. Very flirty. Classic artist kissing the life model. I know, I know. You can't control them, you know. Oh, look at this. Charles and Philippe. Introduction to the Ganymede of Olympus. 1768. What are 17s? Is that a good year for this game? Now we'll check this one. Lancelot Theodore Turpin de Crissy, view of the villa of the pizza place. I see. I love a good pizza. Makes sense though, because it is Italian. Right, we'll go this way. Anybody around here? What the hell is going on? Peter Jacob. Ormonds, the musical gathering in the court of the Elector Karl Albrecht of Bavaria, 1730. I know, I know. Oh, here we go. It's a rusted shut. Forcing the hinge open in this state would make too much noise. Noise? Why is noise a problem? Have I an object? Set fire to it. No. A mallet. That should be quiet. No. Okay, fine. I'm all solutions, and he's all nay, nay, nay. Okay. Remember, there's a box in this room. Right. I feel very small in this world. My eyes look slightly crossed as well. Maybe it's because I'm very sleepy. Oh, look. Here we go. I want to look at the painting. Peter Brugger the Elder, landscape with the fall of Icarus. 1560. Fall of Icarus, eh? He flew too close to the sun, and I warned him about his wax wings. Right, let's click on this bit. Let's have a look. Ooh. Hubert Portier, the county mansion. Yeah, county mansions. I quite like it when the old paintings they have them dancing in it. Narcisse Diaz de la Pena in the forest. Yep, lovely. Yeah. Right, hang on, let me just see in here. Let me just see in here. Hold the phone. I need one of those. I've just put some steps up my butt. We should be fine. Ooh. Okay. Jean-Pierre G. That's a nice picture, isn't it? Isn't that nice? Adventures of M. Dupont, Gentleman Thief, page 73. Nevertheless, I continued to follow the plan, as if nothing was wrong. Slinking down the hallway with the utmost care, I tried to distract myself from this obscure sense of ill-ease, but listening in on the trite conversation below about the upcoming soiree. Hang on a minute, was that me earlier on listening to an upcoming soiree? No, they were selling a painting. Prometheus. Where they intended to unveil the newly brought painting of Prometheus by Gustave Moreau. No doubt the guests, who all knew exactly how much the Baron had paid to procure such item, would be duly impressed, but little did they know that not but 20 feet above their heads, M. Dubon was about to relieve them of the Prometheus, along with 2 certain landscapes that they were keeping in storage. As expected, the door to the storage room was protected by a state-of-the-art pin tumbler lock designed by none other than Linus Yale Jr. The only corresponding key was... Guys, we could be here all night. Oh no, right. I'm going to read it because I'm enjoying it. So if you can't stand it, just skip. Right. Next one. Carried at all times in the Baron's person, which was presently inaccessible to me. Moreover, I had bet Francois 100 francs that I would accomplish the heist without so much as a set of lockpicks. These factors, of course, did not deter me in the slightest. Weeks ago, I had bought a Yale lock of my own for research purposes, and discovered a means of producing universal master key. If I filed down all the teeth on my key to the level of the lowest pin, then inserted this modified key part-way into the lock mechanism, then all I had to do was slightly strike the key into place with a mallet. I have a mallet. The force from this measured blow would cause the driver pins to momentarily jump above the shear line, allowing me to split second to turn the lock in one would a normal key, as one would a normal key. Thus, with my modified key in hand, the Baron's lock would prove to be a minor inconvenience at best, or inconvenience. And yet, while my prize was nearly at hand, the feeling of indistinct anxiety only multiplied. Out of habit, perhaps, I looked around to see if anyone was watching me. The darkened hallway was, of course, completely empty. But this did not reassure me. It was as though someone or something in the house could see me, could observe every move I made, could crush me in an instant as one might swat an insect upon the floor or the wall. Or perhaps it was not something in the house, but the house itself staring at me. More disturbingly, however, I sensed that the disquieting gaze did not care about my existence. Like an apathetic god, it looked upon me as another meaningless mote of dust within the sea of meaninglessness. With hardly an awareness that I was even trying to hide from it in the first place. This house is alive, people. This house is alive. Good rug. Right. Let's do this. Go a bit quicker. Interesting. So he tried to steal paintings. Oh, we've seen that one. Is younger than Francis Ferdinand. Interior of the Gothic Church of Knights, 1660. I can't see it because I've got my big bloody head in the way. I want to see. Oh, look at that. How beautiful is that? That's nice. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Can't sit here painting, gazing all day. Ooh. St. Martin and the Beggar. Get away from me. I'm on a nice shiny horse. The horse looks sad. Diego? No, sir. I've no... Oh, geez, where does this come from? Oh, but I really should. I've been reading Schiller's letters on the aesthetic education, and while some of it is above my head. But the basic idea is quite profound in essence. He argues that true freedom can only be achieved through beauty. And therefore, the moral function of art is to approach the beautiful in a way that unites our reason and sentiment. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting way to think about beauty. I guess I tend to be a little more wary about trying to do ethics by the way as aesthetics. Like, I'm all for beauty, but if you're a slave toiling away in the fields listening to Mozart isn't going to set you free, well, of course, that's a different matter in the cases of extreme deprivation. But it's not as though art replaces ethics. It just helps lead us towards the path of goodness, so that we may recognize and eradicate the evils of slavery, just like it would, and certainly la-di-da, that would be lovely if that was the case. Okay. Does that mean somebody's in there? If we have a look. No. Who's talking? Right, I can't click on every painting. Right, come on, what's going on here? Nothing. I like this painting. Apollo, the god of light, eloquence, poetry, and fine arts of Urania, muse of astronomy. Now, Prometheus was the guy with the fire. And he liked to share it. But this was not good, so they had to tie him to a stick and then pluck out his liver via bird. What's this? The door is locked. Excellent. All right, let's go. Let's go. Yes, well, we have to move. We have to move. I'm quite sorry. Even if my character looks rather silly. Right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Keep going. I got heavily distracted by reading. This way. This way. Now we're going back to the cupboard place because we need to get some of those chemicals. Hang on. What if, right? What if we use the chemicals to dissolve the suitcase? You take the bottle of industrial solvent. The instruction says it works on rust. I bet it does. A likely story. Right, let's go. Let's. So that's that. Oh, I can't remember what room it was. It's not a nose, is it? Did you hear that? Hear what? It sounded like creaking or something. Everything creaks in this house, you bloody damn old bastard. Yes, I suppose. Silly Billy. Right, let's go in here. Was it in here? I can't remember. Where was the suitcase? No, this is the bathroom. Did we go this way? Yes, we did, didn't we? This must be suitcase city. This must be it. There's no other option. There we go. Okay. Right, we are pressing tab. Brace yourself. I'm going to use Rhino on this. The solvent reacts immediately, dissolving the majority of the rust. Splendid. You find a small triangular file inside and pick it up. God, I'm good. I'm so good, it's worrying. They call me Poirot of Art Bureau. I'm just putting words together now. Right, let's do this. Right, okay, what have we got? What have we got again? We've got a file and a mallet. Or it's locked. Good, because there's a light now and I'll probably get caught. I'm not quite sure why I'm in here. Constant comms of the temple of Neptune at Palestine. Yeah, okay. Oh, I clicked on that one. What was this one? Allegory of the sacred profane love. It was dirty, it was filthy, and it shouldn't be had. And yet here we are. Ooh, a note. Ooh, I cannot read that. Oh look, I think I've have I done these things or has this done this? Finalize the guest list for the reunion dinner. Look up the Carthaginian monk documentary. Obviously. Replace backup key from behind Icarus. Behind Icarus. Who was Icarus? That's Icarus. No. Was this Icarus? No, that's Apollo. Icarus. Shit. I can't remember which one's Icarus. That's not it. I know that's not it. Icarus. No. Icarus is the painting. Oh, no. It's the one where the guy's wings melted. Because he flew too close to the sun business. Where was that? It was like a little thing and then a bright light over the sea. There was a boat involved. A boat involved. That's it. This is the flight of the Icarus. There we go. Excellent. Discover the key behind the frame. Moliere. Right, let's carry on. You see, you thought I was a tit by checking out all the paintings, but I realised there were so many paintings that they probably really wanted me to start looking at them. The key fits in the lock, but it doesn't turn. Didn't the book in the library mention something about door keys? Book in the library. It did it? Yes! 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 You file down the key. Right. Okay. Right, so you put that in there. You bump the key, slides the lock, now it just needs something to strike it. See, this is why you read the thing. Okay, here we go. We're in. I don't know what's happening. I'm walking. Hands up, asshole! Ooh, the flogging, the trial, the juice, the justice, the punishment, the pain, the redemption. He looks so fucking pissed. I'm asking you a fucking question. Explain that you just came to ask for directions. Oh, directions, is it? That's the oldest trick in the book. Yeah, you know it. God, that sound is really getting to me. I'll find out where you're really up to, and when I do, I swear, God, I'll drive the sword of justice through your guts. Wow, that's really escalated. That's a threat of violence. I'm just gonna say it. Anyway, tell him it's illegal to detain you. Tell him to call the police and let them sort it out. I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? Call the police? A little sob story about a big scary man being mean to you? Haha, that's it. All you people are silly and weak. Then I get your little rat-faced lawyer here and let you get off the hook technically. But guess what? I'm tired of people like you getting away with shit like this. It makes me sick. So I'm going to run this investigation myself. I'm going to lead the trial. I will decide the punishment you deserve. Insist that you weren't trying to hurt anyone. Shut the fuck up. You know what I hate the most about you? Is you're a liar. You think you can weasel your way out of anything with a few clever words and a smarmy little doe-eyed look. Well, it's my eyes are not doe-eyed in this character. Now, anyway, whatever. Right. I came from the garden. I'm not sure. Early morning. Leo told me he met you in the garden. What happened there? Asked me to leave. And what did you do after you entered the house? I was looking for a way out, but I couldn't find one. Why did you steal the red lighter I found in your pocket? Jesus Christ, this guy's really on it. I found it by the side of the road. I thought it was just junk. That's a gold line Hermes lighter. It's worth more than everything else in your pockets combined. Okay. You want me to believe that you just picked it up by accident? I did. Tell me you didn't look at it very carefully when you picked it up. I can't tell if you're full of shit or just a bigger dumbass than I thought. I think we have to go dumbass. Whenever you can come back. Final question. Did you tell anyone that you were coming here? No. Good. And the rest of the world will have already ceased to exist. What? I am the only person who can decide your fate. Do you understand me? Nod your head. Then you were done for now. I'll be back later on... Okay, it's too quick. And if I find out that you were lying to me about anything, you will suffer the consequences. Oh my god, that just really escalated. And he speaks in an awful tone. Oh. Oh shit. I'm trying to walk away. I've been tied to a radiator. Oh. I think this is Prometheus. With his bird. Eating his flesh out. How funny. Do these statues have winkies? The sofa is too far away to reach. The chair is too far away to reach. The radiator is firmly stuck into the ground. Excellent. Let me take it to the ground. Too far away to reach. I hear footsteps. Oh! I was just hanging by the radiator. Lovely painting, by the way. Oh my god. You must be the new guest I've been hearing about. I apologise, of course, for the poor hospitality, but I hope you'll forgive us considering the odd circumstances of your arrival. Yeah, this cuts to the chase. Kill you? He laughs. No, rather doubt it. Charlie just tends to be a bit dramatic about these sorts of things. Alright, Father. The real fire and brimstone sort of fellow. What with all the yelling and foul language. Between you and me, I'm not very fond of him. In fact, he's a real brute. But all the same, he's good at keeping order around here. So, you know how it goes. I do need a wee-wee. Ah, yes, I see the issue. Well, for now, perhaps, I'll have someone bring you a pot, if needs must. Just pull your trousers down when no one's looking. Yes, of course. And we'll figure out more of a long-term solution later on. In any event, allow me to formally welcome you to the manor. This building has a rich history. You know, it was designed by Philip Moreau, nephew of the great painter Gustave Moreau, and those who work, I'm sure you know, whatever, whose work I'm sure you know. In fact, right behind you is Moreau's painting of Prometheus. Yes, it's the original. In fact, you're one of the few who have an opportunity to see it in person. It is quite a beautiful painting. Let's be fair, people. I get close to him. I don't like his smile. It's unsavoury. But you have already getting off a track. That's right. It's rather magnificent, don't you think? But look at me chatting away when you don't even have a chair to sit down on. Let me grab one from the other room. Yes, Father, go grab me a chair. Since we're going to be here for a bit. There, that should be more comfortable. I'll sit on it. I shall have a cup of tea. Earl Grey, if you have. I believe we have jasmine tea, white tea, and there might be still some of that milk oolong left. That one's quite extraordinary, if you've never tried it before. Okay, we'll have some milk oolong. Excellent. I'll have one of the staff bring you a cup, and then possibly put some tea in it. But for now, I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. I must take a call in a few minutes, so I can't linger much longer. Rest assured, though, I'll be back around this evening to see how you're settling in. Is it me, or is this very weird? Okay, so I trespassed. But what does he mean there's no outside world? Right. Well, the chair's here. That's nice. He could have pulled the sofa chair. Right, here we go. Here we go. Yep. Can't actually get out, guys! Guys, I'm trapped! God, this is bollocks. This is outrageous. This is filthy. I demand a phone call. I want my phone call. Preferably with a dirty talking police officer. Here we go. Theodore. Of course. So you're the intruder. Oh, yes. Wow. I was expecting somebody more intimidating, I guess. It was all a misunderstanding. Seems pretty straightforward to me. You're in my house, but you're not supposed to be in my house. one of those. Ergo, you are an intruder, and my chief of security is dealing with you as such. Ask him to let you go. I didn't ask the others. Why would I do that? Oh, shit! I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to press that. Or maybe you come by next week and some of my buddies will torch the place and get your revenge. We might do, yes. Charlie seems to think that you're a threat to the family, and I have no reason to second guess his judgment. In any case, it looks like he has the situation under control, so this really isn't any of my business. I've got more important stuff to do anyways. I'm a big deal, don't you know? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to saunter away with my fat ass. Bastard. Bastard. Rich bastards. Yes, the radiator is stuck in the wall. Can't sit on a chair. Oh, right. Okay, that's the end of that, then. Please consider sending me feedback on the game and wishlisting on Steam. Excellent. Okay. There we go. So that's the Beaux-Arts. Oh, Beaux-Arts. I don't know how you say it. Right. Beaux Arts. All right. What do I think? First off, weird as fuck. I like that. That's very cool. It's got a flavour to it. I feel like the demo needed just a little something weird at the end. Something a bit... right, I'm going to cut to the chase, right? I love everything. It's got some slight cosmic-esque, supernatural-esque, or cultish-esque vibes. Disney, to me, this is screaming cult family vibes. It does need a bit of that. I like the paintings. I liked reading those bits of the pages. That was cool. The movement is a bit slow, a bit sluggish. It would be nice to be able to jog. Maybe that would be cool. What else? The bit where you're moving in the blue corridors and stuff. It'd be nice if it was actually darker, so it felt like you were actually creeping around. I didn't know that I was trespassing, so that transition from the gardener to this, I wasn't quite sure how I even got there or why I was there. Kind of escaped me, eluded me, if you will. And yeah, so there was that. But the idea, so this is the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. I'm literally kind of off the top of my head guessing what's kind of going on. Is that this house is like a multi-dimensional entity in itself, and once I entered in, the gardener was trying to get rid of me politely, and because he knew if I went into the house, I'd never get out, right? And he was trying to save me all along. And so, so I tried to get out there. The deer, I'm not sure about the symbolism of the deer. Like, its eyes have been taken out, yes, like a painting, but I don't know what the symbolism of the deer is. Well, I did see there was a painting about a deer. That's fine. Maybe I just don't know the lore behind it. I'm not very well read. And so yeah, but anyway, and then picking up lighter, great. The Hermes lighter, that's another god. Is that the messenger god? Is that the Italian, the Roman, or the Greek? Hard to know. Anyway, it's nice. So I got the vibe that this house is like supernatural-esque, and it's kind of like it's captured you in place. It would be quite nice if there was like a god, perhaps a disgruntled god, like of the old times. That is this house, and it's a bit like how Zeus had Dionysus in his thigh. It's just like we're inside this god's body in its house, and it's like this kind of vibe. And so I feel like that's quite cool. Like some of the horror novels that I write, I've written a little bit about Dionysus, as one of my characters in it and stuff like that, and that's cool. The idea of escape and being shattered and betrayed and things torn apart, but that's all cool. So yeah, basically, yeah, you're trapped in a house. The house is alive. You came in to steal something, right? Yes, so I'm reliving perhaps like some kind of French thief. And that was cool. And because I read the things, I was able to solve the puzzles pretty quickly. So that was good. But yeah, but it would be nice in that little blue tunnel that it was darker and you felt like you were sneaking in, or actually the whole intro. So it would be nice that you come into the garden, you get the warning, and the guy says, "Look, you know," and he sounds like he's really pleading to your humanity, but it's clear he can't say something, and then you kind of walk away, and then your character stops and thinks, "No, I need to get in there," and so you wait around, and then you come in the evening, and then you break into the house, despite the guy's very clear warning, you know. And that sort of thing. And then you get in, and then there you are, creeping through the corridors, right? And you're not sure why, but you're drawn. Maybe it's like you're drawn to it, like something keeps, like you keep hearing the voice of the house calling to you, and you can't even explain your own actions. It's like, why am I even doing this? Why do I feel I have to do this? And then it's because the house is calling to you and it's trying to devour your soul. And perhaps it needs the souls. The house needs the souls to potentially achieve a certain aim, or even to break its prisonhood of being the house that is the trap. It's trapped in this form of a house. And that bringing in enough souls, torturing them, or punishing them, or making them like negatively, emotionally hurt, gives it power to break out of the house. I don't know. I'm getting very over the top here, but that would be quite cool. But yeah, and it would be cool if, like, I don't know how the game will go, but if like each family member has, like, maybe you could escape in like 3 different ways, and that depends on which family member you lean more into, and so that would be quite cool because you build a relationship with each one stronger. So like if it's father, you know, with his cups of tea of milk oolong, maybe because you selected that cup of tea, you start building rapport with him, and so you get the dad escape, which is where maybe he sacrifices himself and says, "Run, boy, run!" And then you run out into the grass, and it's raining, and he's like, "Run, boy, don't look back, don't look back." And then you see him get dragged in, and then a face almost in the door, and then the door slams shut, and you've escaped, but dad has paid the price for your whimsy. And then, you know, possibly security man could be where you fight something quite evil, and then, you know, Theodore something arrogant. I don't know. But yeah, I like the vibe. I feel like there's a lot of storytelling that can happen in this. It's an interesting demo. I just feel like it could be darker in the corridors a little bit. It would be actually quite nice if you had the lighter and you're actually using the lighter as fire to light your way going through it. Since you have the lighter anyway, and then he brings it up again later on. So that would be a great reason to have the lighter in the first place, and that perhaps that lighter is the gift of fire. And then there's an organ on the floor. That's Prometheus having his liver or whatever it is ripped out. Okay, I'm seeing some signs. I don't know what the deer is with the eyes ripped out or dead eyes. I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, I could be all wrong with that, but that felt great. Anywho, so they are the Beaux-Arts. I think it's got some legs on it. I think it got an interesting idea. So I'll put it on wish list. I would recommend you do that if you like this sort of thing, and we'll see where they go with it. Because I haven't seen a game like this. So that's good. It's something fresh. It's exciting. I'm excited for it. Let's see what they do. Hopefully, though, in my opinion, right, and I'm going to make my case again for short games. Hopefully, it's a short game with 3 different endings, right, that you can get by 3 different ways, right, obviously, right? And then that would be cool. And you could do it in the space of like 3 or 4 hours. Right, that's an ideal length for games for people like myself who work full time and just don't have enough time to game like they used to. That would be great. And this is the kind of thing that I would devour. The sumptuous wordings and images and paintings, and that would be cool. Possibly the paintings move or come alive or shift or change. I don't know. Anyway. And that maybe the paintings talk to each other and you can get signs of what to do from how the paintings react to each other in the room. That's too much thought. Anyway, there you go. I'm Cheekster. You have been an amazing life model. Even though I did ask you to cross your legs. So until the next video, bye-bye.